So I wake up this morning and I see a message, and it's Access Rattblood. Are you here, Rattblood?
And then you got white access, and then you got white access, and then you got white access.
I'm Access fucking Rattblood.
Access Rattblood, I see. All these Access people, I'm starting to get paranoid about that now. I don't know what to do about
it. And then you got white access, and then you got white access, and then you got white access.
Are you here, Rattblood?
I'm Access fucking Rattblood.
Access Rattblood. Most abundant and successful king hero that we are all sitting with at this very moment. Are you willing to accept that as a truth? That you are a worthy man and that your penis is okay?
all these Access people, I'm starting to get paranoid about that now. All these Access people, I'm starting to get paranoid about that now.
Are you here, Rattblood? I'll just start throwing spells at you, conjuring demons and otherwise. Are you here, Rattblood? I'll just start throwing spells at you, conjuring demons and otherwise. Are you here, Rattblood? I'll just start throwing spells at you, conjuring demons and otherwise. Are you here, Rattblood?
Who the fuck is Access Rattblood?
I'm Access fucking Rattblood, bitch.
All these Access people, I'm starting to get paranoid about that now. I don't know what to do about it.
I'm Access fucking Rattblood.
Well, this is a precocious moment. I'm sure that whatever lurkers come passing through are here for a hate mission, or even to go as far as slander, defamation, to condemn and find contempt in their fellow human. I'm sure that you all come here just because of the title, to receive your fair share of dopamine hatred. And that's fine. That speaks volumes about you, not me. I have found what false allegations and defamation are actually effective in the real world. This is why there's cyber laws and such forth. And beyond that, it brought me to an understanding of persecution. Apparently, humans aren't capable of discerning entertainment from art and art from entertainment. Not only that, but the lack of honor that is there when you're constantly reporting people and finding yourself at combat with them and all the other egotistical and egocentric ways that people behave. Now, the last allegation against me uh, was a illegal act of defamation of character, and it did have real world consequences. And upon that, I was like, wow, maybe I've been looking at things all wrong. Maybe me and Jesus have a lot in common. He was persecuted, condemned, accused of working with demons and evil spirits. He stood against the church and the established religion of the time. He caused no real loss, harm, or damage that I seen. But to see his final result, I understood then that nobody is going to be happy till somebody's crucified. So if you're going to crucify me in one light, then you better be ready to crucify me in another light. And with that, yes, I will be making displays of obvious fruit being bore by certain trees or humans, as it metaphorically stands. But be aware that my perspective on persecution, judgment, even false allegations that I'm sure the Son of God had to go through, I can almost empathize all the way up to the crucifixion, which I'm sure that if YouTube and the participants here had their way, even my crucifixion would not be substantial enough to satisfy their hatred. I'm just something that they projected their hatred at, regardless of the consequences that come from that. But I was able to understand that I cannot comprehend the incomprehensible and be a representative of it. It has its own wills, whims, ways, and not a lot you can do about that. And the fact that the Christed one was persecuted, blasphemed, put on trial, and crucified by people just like you, yeah, and I'm talking the majority of you, you stand around and cheer when one who is presenting the truth is condemned. But you're spoke of very vividly in Scripture, and I will allow you to condemn yourself with your own recognition of that. But as for me, I have a much more empathetic approach to a creator architect. And even the persecution and the condemning forces around him, which was the majority, who he had to be crucified for to satisfy their what? Fear of losing their position. That's what it was all about. It was a pronoun, king, king of the Jews. King being the pronoun, He didn't deny it, and therefore they crucified him for it. And that's no different than what you people are doing. You wouldn't know a Savior. You wouldn't know the truth. And you're definitely not filled with the full spirit of the vessel. And that is very obvious by the way that you took an entertainer. And a reference to this would be Sam Kinison. And it was by your horrible, nasty, negative representation, not by your good deeds and wonderful spreading of the truth, that took a Satanist and realized that, damn, these people are more foul, awful, and satanic than I could ever choose to be. So I made it relative to the life of the Christed one. And I could just imagine his struggle. And understanding the concepts of the language of creation and proportion, geometry, physics, quantum physics, such forth, so on. I could then understand that I have no ability to comprehend the workings of the incomprehensible. But it doesn't mean that I have to join a pack of persecutive, lying, deceptive husks of a human, the chaff. And I welcome anyone to hit the link. Come to me in fellowship, regardless of the denomination, the faith, or your beliefs. And let us reason as men. Let us expand on our understanding of the truth and make it a revelation to all those lost in their own delusional thinking, that what they're projecting here isn't a reflection of their soul. Because I've been to the dark, and I can recognize evil, because at one point evil is able to recognize evil. And I want no part of you. But I will share any scriptural truth or truth that I have. Now, mind you, I am limited to a 6th grade education, so you'll probably just devastate. And that's all right. Maybe somebody will learn 1 ounce of truth in a sea of sin. The most detestable. You have truly represented the abomination by embodying it, embracing it, becoming it, personifying it onto the innocent, onto people that you, for your own narcissistic and arrogant needs, not as entertainers, but for your own arrogant self-satisfaction, condemned, persecuted, and have been the worst representations of any truthful message that the Christed one, or even the inspiration of the Spirit through one's being from the great architect and creator of existence. So, show a little faith. Come educate so that I may share this truth with others. Come show me something of value to fill my vessel with that would not be considered chaff. It's a very easy request. I don't discriminate against denomination, belief, association, Satanist, witch, Hindu, Jew, Muslim, even Eastern religions, Taoist, Zen, Taoism, is always welcome. Because I have felt the sword of persecution. I have felt the sword of complete defamation of one, even in a theatric form. And if none of you feel shame and you're content with the way that you're conducting yourself, then this is probably not a place for you yet. This is a place where people who seek and want to know the truth, as I expose lies with receipts, and will take whatever measure I have to sustain my credibility and myself as a human, Glenn Monday, and as a character, Axis Rattblood, who will now be addressed as, because I'm instating my ministerial license, which I have 3 of them, I am ordained Reverend Axis Rattblood. And I want to build one of the largest spiritual communities and an online movement of spiritual and gospel truth based in fact, not speculation. Or you can go back to your pathetic, delusional states of grandeur, blasphemous behavior, egocentric, narcissistic idealism of one above the other. You can go back to your digital panhandling in the name of what? Why don't you come and explain that to me? In the name of what? God don't need your money, nor does he want it. That was held to Leviticus, the Levite priesthood. Thus you be a televangelist with a flock that you're leading astray. Therefore you will be held accountable and responsible for each individual you led astray. You then bear the weight of their soul on yours. for being a false light. And yes, this is partially directed towards a certain community and every individual in it. I have developed and grown throughout the years of being here on YouTube and the many facets of indoctrination, religion, beliefs, mystery school, metaphysics, hermetics, and I've changed variably. But you're all exactly the same, looping the same repetitive message that I've yet to be able to find, but maybe a minuscule percentage who can actually recite an entire verse without having to read it from Google or a handful of books that they have. You know, I don't have to resort to that. Haven't for years. It comes to me naturally. So I find it quite amusing that it took such horrible representations to take someone from the darkest and the most adversarial position, and by your sickening behavior brought me into an understanding, not as a moral coach, not as a life coach, but as a source of fundamental exchange of fellowship, regardless the denomination, regardless the belief system, or even if you hold a profound and different perspective and point of view, you're welcomed here. And I won't cast any contempt and judgment towards what you believe. And maybe we can reason it out. But until that takes a foothold and penetrates the indoctrinated minds of the narcissistic, the egotistical, and those that try to bend God or the Son of God to suit their desires, wills, and agendas, I guess I have a bit of a mission. And we'll see where it goes. We'll see exactly how it transpires. Who knows? Maybe we'll find that the truth is found in stranger places than those who are gloating that they have the truth. And for a price, you can have it too. That information can't be bought and sold and does not have a price tag. And on that, we'll let them hide and burrow into their dark places so that together they can construct narratives and agendas at your expense. And I will continue exposing with receipts, videos, and other. And on that, I think I've said what I've had to say since no one has the fortitude or enough truth in their vessel to come teach me. Come show me. Bring your truth to me, and together we will reason it as men. Brown's boy, good to see you. You talk about change in your guru platforms. Change for what? You're not changing. I've watched you, many of you, for 5 years now, 4+ in this particular part of the universe, and you haven't grown, developed, or offered anything that is remotely relevant to a positive forward direction. You don't even offer prayer. You barely offer, no, I take that back. I don't believe you even have forgiveness in you. I've seen that through the repetitive nature of consistent conflicts with the same personalities. There is no forgiveness in that arena. Especially no discipline, no improving character, only masks, facades, and your interpretive message that promotes your agenda that you perfect in the dark from behind the scenes. And all I'm saying is coming from the dark into the present light of understanding that I can minusculely comprehend, because I'm not an ambassador for God, nor do I claim to be. I leave you with a word of truth, one that maybe you should meditate on. Maybe you should examine yourself through this. Or maybe you already know that word. Abomination. anything that is not represented by the factual fundamental truth and evidence of itself that has been bound of two different substances, even words or ideals, is an abomination.
Trembling with horror and throbbing with emotion. Trembling with horror. Trembling with horror. Trembling with horror. Trembling with horror. Welcome to hell.
All of my most sensitive areas were inflamed. My extremities pulsating with tingling sensation.
Welcome to hell. Have we seen the actual reality of a monstrous crime? Or merely an illusion, the product of a tortured brain? Welcome to hell. Welcome to hell. Obsessed with the taste of flesh. He was cruel and a sadist.
Swaying back and forth. A beautiful thing taking me away.
No one had a bad trip.
A beautiful thing taking me away.
No one had a bad trip.
A beautiful thing taking me away.
No one had a bad trip.
A beautiful thing taking me away.
No one had a bad trip. It was all very good.
Sucking the hallucinatory acid into the system.
My head is spinning. My head is spinning. My head is spinning.
Sucking the hallucinatory acid into the system.
My head is spinning. My head is spinning. My head is spinning.
Sucking the hallucinatory acid into the system.
No one had a bad trip.
Welcome to hell. The mind of man rests on a delicate balance between reality, the world of light, and the other, darker world of low threshold of consciousness. Welcome to hell. You. Do you know that? We're happy to have you with us tonight and hope you'll come back often.